Hey, welcome back. It's Canadian Crispy Bacon, and today we are taking the new Porsche DLC, the long-awaited Porsche DLC, the overly long-awaited Porsche DLC. 6 weeks waiting for the Porsche DLC past the PC version with no explanation. Here you go, take it or leave it, and we have some problems. Mainly with the update, not so much with the Porsche itself or the cars itself, but mainly the update. We'll talk a little bit about that during this video. Car itself and some of the improvements that they made are really nice, especially to the sounds. Some others not so much. Before I get into the video, though, I just want to give a good shout out to my good friend and fellow YouTuber. His channel is Game On. This guy does some wonderful DIY, do-it-yourself videos on button boxes and handbrake mods. He's got this kick-ass one out there now. It's all hydraulic, and he put like a little master cylinder and everything on it. You just really got to see this thing. It's a work of art. This guy's really just, brutally talented. I mean, amazing. I'll put a link down in my description for him. Also, I just want to give a good shout out to all my subscribers. Listen, I really appreciate you coming out and watching my videos, throwing up the likes, taking the time to make some positive comments, even some constructive criticism. Sure, I'll take that, and I appreciate it. Please continue to watch, throw up those likes. Definitely, if you're first time, and you want to hit the like button, hit those like buttons. I really appreciate it. And also definitely subscribe if you already haven't subscribed to the channel, and don't be afraid to share. Let's go. So look at the work. I'll just point out, look at the detailed work of the helmet and the actual driver itself and the face mask. I think that's pretty cool. Really takes you back to that era. This also takes me back to when I was a kid, and this is the machine to have. Kids were in awe of this. Now it's not so fast on here, but it is a lot of fun. Okay, so let's get into a little bit of the issues since the update. The wheel. They really messed with the wheel, and actually, they changed the buttons around, so I don't know how to get that workaround, but the in-car, you can only get the in-car, which I drive primarily normally, but I can't change them around. Also, I can't look out the sides, left or right anymore, because they changed those buttons. So I don't know what the heck to do, but if you've got a T300 like me, you're probably running into those same experiences. If you happen to know a trick for that or something, please throw it down in the comments. I appreciate it. I tried to bring it up on the official Assetto Corsa forum, but was sent by it and made fun of and actually berated on their official forum. And we'll get into that into my next video. Before day one bug that's been around not only now with the Porsche DLC, but the BMW stuff that's been there. Oopsie. Let's change it. I can change that. Okay, I want to change the car for you. Here, actually, the sound improvement. So I like the brakes. Go through the overhaul. So that here's some sort of like a background sort of reverberation that comes into the cockpit. You can hear that brake too. That's pretty cool. Nice little backfire. Actually, it's not too much. It's not over exaggerated. It's just enough. Big fat tires on the back of that thing. Beautiful. Now in the setup, you'll find that there is a lot of you know, and it just comes with the Porsche, no matter if it's old or new. You get a lot of understeer, a lot of power in, corner entry, corner exit even. You get a lot of power in oversteer, or sorry, understeer, and it just wants to push you around right into the fence if you're not careful. So there, you know, I made some changes in the setup to kind of help with that, though it hasn't taken it away totally. It does help you manage this car a little bit better coming around here. Also, I don't know if it's a bug or whatever, maybe you guys can help me out with it. So now with the new update, you can actually see your tire temperatures. You can get those analytics on screen now. Problem is that, you know, what it says on the screen and then when you go in the pits is two different things. It's usually much higher, the temperature readings when you go into the pits. So I don't know why that is, but maybe somebody might know and they can comment and let me know what I can do to deal with it and which one I should be looking at, the on-screen versus the pit information. Going up to the famous carousel. Now this car did really well in here. I was pretty happy with its performance here. Probably, you know, a little bit of practice I can get through this a little quicker, probably take down the time a bit. But it's really, it's an 8-minute car. 8-minute car on this track. Now for the year, look, we're talking about mid-70s, that's not bad. You can't, you know, not bad. I'm sure there's guys that are faster, probably have a better setup than I do. I'll get it figured out. As we go and give you some updates on it. No issues with frame rates. I haven't noticed any anyway. Now I haven't done multiplayer yet. Like having multiple cars in there to check that out. I know guys were saying that, especially since the update, they've been having a lot of frame rate issues with multiple vehicles, I believe. So we'll check that out maybe some other time. But so far, so good. A little bit of air there. Bit of off throttle here to try and get me through these S's, as like I said, there's a lot of understeer, and it just wants to, you stay on the power there. I want to push you into the weeds, like there. Issue with my apex point there, but not bad. I really love that, the whole retro orange helmet. That was sweet. Sweet! She's pushing up to the 250, 260 range. She's around 200. I think she's bottoming out on the red limiter. And now you can extend that bit. I chose to bring it back a bit, just so that in the other portions of the track, fifth gear wasn't so sluggish for me. Here we are across the line. Very nice. Very nice. Okay, so let's get into the setup a bit. So it's been sitting there for a while, and I noticed it did just edited this video a couple of times, having to redo it. The temperatures have been going down as it sits there, but normally they'd be up in the 80s and 90 degrees, whereas your in-car or on-track temperature was saying like 70s and 60s. So look at the lower temperatures down there. It's weird. Anyway, you'll notice a difference there. Okay, so I brought my brake bias up a couple of points there. I added about 5 liters of fuel. So, I mean, you know, if you lower the fuel, obviously you're going to be running a little bit better times there. I think it's a 40-40 power distribution. On the default setup, I just brought the coast up to 60, and I lowered fifth. I at 44,286 for the final ratio, and then I lowered fifth to 165 from what is it? No, I can't do it now. It won't let me for some reason. Okay, anyway, moving right along. So you see some tire pressure changes there. Lowered the front, and I think I put an extra pound there in the rear. Camber, changed that up a little bit. You see a 2.222 right across the board. Again, it could, you could take some playing around there. Tail I changed, I lowered it so I can get some actually turn in and take away a little bit of the understeer. Ride height, I lowered it a little bit. Springs, I put a little more spring in the front from default, and I think I lowered it a little bit in the rear. But you'll see when you actually have a look at yours. The anti-roll bar I added front and rear, and then the dampers I've actually lowered them a little bit for the bump and the rebound as well. Is it the best setup? No, not the best setup, but it will help a little bit, and then you can make changes from there as you gain experience with this car. And as I gain experience with this car, I'm sure I will be tweaking it out a little bit, but give it a try and see what you think. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you coming out and supporting my channel. I honestly do. And just have a peek and look out for the next video in the GT4. I'll be talking about my experiences with the official Assetto Corsa forum and the actual developers that decided to chime in and berate me and all that kind of stuff for asking simple questions. Maybe not questions. I'm not your average fanboy. And as you guys know, I do praise Assetto Corsa quite a bit, and but their form, I just seen, we'll talk a little bit more, but I mean, it just seemed like I'm getting flashbacks from Ian Bell and the PCAR days and how they handled people that didn't have the questions that they want, reflecting how they want people to be perceived on the internet and their look, right? It's really horrible the way I was treated. Anyway, you guys have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Cheers.